My name's Tim West. All right. BSI seems safe. Number of patients?
One.
Okay. Mechanism of injury?
Single vehicle car accident with ejection.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and call ALS and transport at the time, and I'm going to go ahead and have my EMT hold and maintain C-spine inline immobilization throughout the entire call. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and check my general impression of the patient.
General impression, 20-year-old male, obvious ejection, unresponsive.
Okay. Level of consciousness is he's unresponsive. My chief complaint at this time is he is unconscious, apparent life threats, I'm not really sure at this point. I'm going to go ahead and jump into exposing my patient. I'm going to go ahead and assess his airway. I'm going to open his airway with the jaw thrust maneuver. Do I have a clear airway?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take my OPA and insert my OPA. Does the patient accept it?
Yes.
Okay. So I got an open, clear airway at this time. I'm going to go ahead and assess his breathing. Okay. Look for equal rise and fall of the chest. I'm going to go ahead and listen to lung sounds. What am I hearing for lung sounds?
Clear on the right, diminished on the left.
Diminished on the left. Okay, and what's his rate?
Rate is 36.
Okay, rate 36 and diminished on the left. I'm going to go and inspect and palpate the chest. Do I feel any crepitus or decap ETLS?
You have crepitus and paradoxical movement on the left chest wall.
Okay. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and assume that's a flail segment, so I'm going to take uninjured side to uninjured side with bulky dressing. And at this time, I'm going to go ahead and log roll the patient and assess the posterior thorax. Along with that, I'm going to check that for decap ETLS and also oscillatate lung sounds on the posterior. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and check head to toe, check for decap ETLS from the head, neck, posterior thorax, lumbar, all the way down to the back of the legs. Do I find anything?
That's good.
Okay. Log roll the patient back onto a backboard. I have that flail segment with bulky dressing. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and bag the patient at 10 to 12 times a minute, 15 liters high flow oxygen. How's my breathing in compliance with the patient bagging?
Compliance is good, and lung sounds are diminished but improved.
Okay. So I've taken care of his airway and breathing, bulky dressing, breathing for the patient 10 to 12 times a minute. I'm going to go ahead and move on to circulation. Check for carotid pulse. What's his pulse at? Rate quality?
Cartel pulse is 136 in a week.
136 in a week. Okay. I'm going to also check for any major bleeds at this time.
None that you can find.
Okay, I'm going to assess his skin, color, condition, and temperature.
Skin color, temperature, and condition is pale, cool, and clammy.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that this patient is shock-like symptoms, so I'm going to consider elevating the legs. If he doesn't have the head injury, I'm going to elevate those legs. If he does, I'm just going to try to keep him warm with a blanket and take care of shock conditions that way. This is a priority patient, so as soon as transport gets here, I'm going to load the patient and go. At this time, I'm going to try to obtain a sample history by any bystanders. Obviously, I can't from the patient because he's unconscious. No bystanders I can get a sample from?
Maybe.
Okay. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and go into my detailed physical exam, starting from head to toe. Going to go ahead and inspect and palpate the head for any decap ETLS. Check the eyes, ears, mouth, nose for any decap ETLS, any battle signs, any raccoon eyes, anything like that. Am I finding anything?
Negative.
Okay. Going to go ahead and move to the neck. Check for any step loss, any decap ETLS, any tracheal deviation, or JVD.
Good.
Okay. Going to go to the chest. Oscillate for lung sounds again, making sure that my bulky dressing is still good. Checking for any decap ETLS. Clear. Okay. Abdomen. Checking all four quadrants for any distension, any decap ETLS.
You find distension in both upper quadrants.
Okay, I'll note that and address that later if I can. Okay, I'm going to move to the genital area, decap BTLS, he's good. Okay. Move to legs, check for any decap BTLS on both legs. Am I finding anything?
You find a laceration to the left side with oozing bleeding.
Okay, laceration on the left side. I'm going to go ahead and address that and manage that secondary injuries, but note it for now. Going to check for pedal pulses, pulse motor and sensory. You can't get motor and sensory because he's unconscious, but am I getting good pulses?
You have weak pedal pulses.
Okay, weak pedal pulses. I'm going to go ahead and move to the arms, check for any decap BTLS, and also check for pulse motor and sensory.
Arms are clear. You have weak radial pulses.
Okay. I've already addressed checking the back and posterior of the entire patient, which I didn't find anything. At this time, I'm going to manage any secondary injuries. I have that laceration to the thigh. I have distension that I can't really do anything for, but thigh I'm going to take care of with a dressing and put some pressure on it to stop that bleeding. I'm going to get a baseline set of vitals.
Blood pressure 102/60, pulse 120. Respiration is assisted with bag valve now.
Okay. For already taking care of secondary issues, I'm going to reassess my patient every 5 minutes.
Great, thanks.